This is the War Brief Daily for June 15th, 2026, covering the Russia-Ukraine theater. Tonight we are tracking three confirmed developments. Ukraine launched a massive deep strike drone attack on Russian oil and petrochemical facilities in Tatarstan and Samara, deliberately timed to Russia Day. The Ukrainian Air Force has issued a high-probability Oreshnik ballistic missile launch warning, corroborated by U.S. intelligence, with the alert window now at or past its outer edge. And on the ground, Ukraine's Crimea supply interdiction campaign is forcing Russian withdrawals without a single frontal assault, while Trump and Putin spoke directly as the G7 summit opens today. First, Ukraine strikes Tatarstan and Samara. This is confirmed. Overnight on June 12th into June 13th, Ukrainian drones struck the TANECO and TAIF-NK oil refineries in Nizhnekamsk, Tatarstan. TANECO is one of the largest refining complexes in the entire Russian Federation, located more than 1,000 kilometers from the front line. A separate strike hit Tolyattikauchuk, a synthetic rubber and chemical components producer in the neighboring Samara region. The Ukrainian General Staff confirmed hits. The mayor of Nizhnekamsk confirmed 4 civilians hospitalized after a drone struck a residential building. The timing was not coincidental. Ukraine struck the St. Petersburg oil terminal during the Spieth Economic Forum on June 4th for the same reason it struck Tatarstan on Russia Day. These are deliberate information operations layered on top of kinetic damage, targeting Russian economic confidence on the days Moscow projects strength to the world. Second, the Oreshnik threat. This is a confirmed active intelligence warning. On June 12th, the Ukrainian Air Force publicly assessed a high probability of Oreshnik intermediate-range ballistic missile launch from Kapustin Yar in Astrakhan Oblast within 24 to 48 hours. That warning was corroborated by U.S. intelligence passed directly to Kyiv. The Oreshnik is hypersonic. Ukraine has no confirmed intercept capability against it at scale. Ukraine's Freya interceptor was tested June 10th, but is not in mass production. That system is targeted for August 2026, contingent on component delivery. Until then, an Oreshnik launch has no confirmed defensive answer. Sources: Ukrainian Air Force official alert, Medusa, and ISW June 12th assessment. Third, the ground and southern picture. On the front line, ISW confirmed Russian forces failed to advance in the Veliki Burluk direction in Kharkiv Oblast, despite sustained offensive pressure. Ukrainian forces conducted counterattacks in the Kostiantynivka-Drushkivka area in Donetsk between June 10th and 12th. Russian confirmed losses as of June 13th, 1,310 personnel and 88 artillery systems in a single day. The sharper story is in the south. Ukraine destroyed 6 key transit bridges linking occupied Kherson to Crimea between June 7th and June 11th, funneling all Russian logistics onto a single route, the Armyansk Highway. A Ukrainian regiment then destroyed approximately 50 Russian military cargo vehicles on that road. Fuel shortages are now confirmed in Sevastopol and across Crimea. Intelligence assessments indicate Russian forces have begun withdrawing from the Kinburn Spit in Mykolaiv Oblast, not from direct assault but from sustained supply starvation. That is operational design. On the diplomatic front, President Trump told Putin on June 14th he is prepared to help broker an end to the war. The G7 summit opens today in Evian-les-Bains, France, where Western leaders are expected to push expanded sanctions and increased military pledges ahead of the July NATO summit. One developing item to flag: the European Union stated on June 12th that it has evidence China trained Russian soldiers for combat in Ukraine. This is a single source claim at this stage and requires corroboration before drawing strategic conclusions, but watch it closely. Here is what to monitor in the next cycle. Number 1. Any Ukrainian Air Force notification of an Oreshnik launch, that is your top indicator. Number 2. Satellite battle damage assessment on the Tatarstan and Samara refinery strikes. Number 3. Whether the Armyansk highway corridor holds as Russia's only viable Crimea resupply route. Number 4. G7 communiques over the next 48 hours for concrete military aid language. And number 5. ISW's June 15th assessment for updated Donetsk frontline data. That is your War Brief Daily for June 15, 2026.